Hello, everyone, and welcome to day two of my journey through the inner engineering course by Sadhguru. This is day two, step two, module two, whatever you like to call it. If you would have seen my first video, that was day one. This is day two. And today, what I covered through the lessons on the module two were essentially two topics. One was, the only bondage that exists. That was topic number one. Topic number two covered what is called the Isha Kriya, essentially some set of yoga poses. So let's talk about them one by one. So the first one talks about the only bondage, and essentially what the topic covers is the desire aspect of human nature, right? So desire is the basis of life, as well as all the miseries that are associated with life in many ways, right? So desires are necessary for human existence, because without desires, you lose the will to live. But at the end of the day, desires are also never ending, hence always unfulfilled, and hence you are miserable most of the time. So how do we account for it, right? This whole desire thing. There is what the lesson really covered was that there is no calamity that happens every day that is hitting us on a daily basis, but our desires make us feel miserable. So you need to identify the difference between your needs and want, right? And what it also covered was the fact that we've made most of our needs as physical, and they are essentially psychological realities that we have made for ourselves, and they're not really existential realities, which essentially means that the difference between needs and wants, right? So in summary, what they wanted to kind of touch upon was the fact that we need to have a control on our desires while knowing our mind better, and then knowing how our mind functions, so to say, and make it a habit to do the right thing, essentially. So that's what they covered. Some very nice examples in between about how people feel more happy when they're coming out of a restaurant rather than a temple. So pretty interesting tidbits in and out. Enjoyable lesson, I would say. I'll rate it pretty high. Much higher than what I saw yesterday. So that was good and overall very helpful. The second thing that got covered was the whole Isha Kriya process. So it essentially introduces you to various yoga poses. Again, very elementary, but very effective, I would say. I mean, I've done a bit of yoga myself, so I was familiar with most of it, but it was a good refresher. And they also told about the science of this whole yoga process and how it helps you kind of doing your meditation and all. Very relaxing, I would say. So if you've never done it before, I'm pretty sure you'll find it very interesting and very amusing. So it essentially covers various body parts. How can you relax various body parts of yours, starting from the arms, wrist, spine, back, neck, and all that stuff. So with very specific focus on breathing also, right, and how that helps you relax a little bit. So overall, pretty interesting lesson, I would say. It took me about 1 hour 45 minutes, I would say, roughly, to cover it. I'll pretty much rate day two as 7 out of 10 for me, for the quality of content that was offered. So looking forward to day three, and I'll cover it tomorrow. Thanks.